Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and another video. Happy Navratri to everyone and their families. It is Thursday, October 3rd, first day of Navratri today, and I'm really excited to celebrate a little bit of this festival. I was in India last year for this, but yeah, it's not something my partner really celebrates in his family. It was more so the women in the family kind of celebrated Navratri. So I feel like for me, this is one of the Hindu festivals which I relate to the most and like appreciate the most, just because, you know, it's about symbolizing, you know, feminine divine power and strength, and just something that like I really feel, especially in the last few years, that I care a lot about. So I really wanted to commemorate this in some form, so I'm just doing a little puja today. But yeah, I just feel like as a woman it's important to join in on this, and I will explain later on in the video a little bit of maybe more my personal feelings towards it. But yeah, so today I'm going to do a little puja to goddess Durga, and people do often fast for the full 9 days of Navratri, but yeah, I'm not going to do that. I will just do today, fast today, and I will show you later. I'm going to make Sabudana Khichdi, which is a like fasting food, so I'll talk about all of that later when I'm doing it. And yeah, just a little disclaimer before we get into things is that a lot of the times when I do videos like this, particularly celebrating a Hindu tradition or a certain festival, people do give you know, comments like, oh, you're not doing this right, it's really bad that you did this, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. I just want a reminder to everyone that like I'm not Indian. Please do not ever watch anything on my channel and expect it to be exactly the way an Indian does. It's not possible, it's not realistic, and I also have to stay true to myself, and I will never be like disingenuous about like doing something that like I don't want to do, or you know, doing it in a specific way because that's the way it's meant to be done. Also, I have an Indian partner who any questions I have, obviously I ask him, and I understand some other people are much more detailed. They expect things in an exact certain way when it comes to this stuff, maybe with puja and things like that, and I respect that 100%, but I also want to do things in a way that like suits me. For example, in my Diwali video last year, people were saying that like they weren't happy that we were doing the puja on the floor and there was no cloth in between the image of the deity and the floor. And such details I completely understand and respect. That for some people that's like a complete no maybe, but for him and for me, like those details aren't like important. I don't feel like I'm doing something wrong, nor does he, by doing that, and I'm sure many other households are similar. So everyone just has different levels of when it comes to stuff like this and religion in general. My whole takeaway, especially with Hinduism, is as long as you are doing things with intention and devotion, that's what's important. That is the basis for me. Just never expect that I'm going to always do everything in an Indian way. I just do my best to align with my beliefs, but also respecting the culture, which I do anyway. So yeah, just to not have any super crazy expectations. But anyway, so let's get on with the day, and I'm excited to celebrate. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to start with puja, and then later on you will see me cooking the fasting dish, and yeah, we'll do some reflection later on as well in a bit more detail, just reflecting on just spiritually and my thoughts and growth and all of those things that come along with Navratri. Okay guys, so my next thing I want to do is just to reflect on a personal level at this time. You know, Navratri is all about overcoming challenges, obstacles, triumph of good over evil, and about like finding that like inner strength to overcome challenges and things in life. And I don't know, I just think it's a nice time to like check in with yourself as well and evaluate like how that resonates with me personally. Generally celebrating the power and strength of Ma Durga, and our mindset controls so much of our reality, and you know, it's a reminder that like even when there are difficult times, tough times, fears, challenges, anything in the way, that like you have the power and strength to overcome them always. And yeah, just to reflect and share gratitude as well for everything I have overcome thus far and that strength, the inner strength that we draw from. I love that Navratri is about, you know, that kind of divine feminine energy, because I grew up being so much of like a tomboy and, you know, never ever felt feminine. Like, what does it mean to be feminine? What does it mean to be a woman? All of that stuff, I just never really tapped into that side of me until, honestly, like the last few years, I feel. So I feel like that's why this feels like a more important festival for me in comparison to others, because it's kind of something I really like directly feel I relate to. I don't know, I just feel really like emotional about that journey for me, like kind of becoming more into my feminine side and learning to embrace that side of me and enjoy that side of me. Anyway, this has gone a bit rambly, but I hope you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, let's get writing down my thoughts instead of telling you guys them, and I'll put on some bhajans and yeah, do that. Okay, so that is my journaling finished, and it was nice to reflect on those things. And yeah, I will chime in with you when I'm going to cook my Sabudana Khichdi. And yeah, so I want to try a Durga Bhajan on Harmonium. It's actually been a while since I've played Harmonium, and yeah, like I said, I want to kind of just commemorate today in a way that I resonate with, and that is also through music. So yeah, let's see, can I learn a Durga Bhajan and see how it goes. Okay, it is a few hours later and I'm feeling hungry, so I'm going to make Sabudana Khichdi. I bought the ingredients on Blinkit, so I have I think it's called tapioca pearls. Sorry, this is why I need a tripod. I've never tasted this before, I've never had it before. I'm not even sure what it's made from, but I can't wait to try it. It's with like aloo, potato, green chili and ground peanuts. So I bought peanuts as well. I have my aloo and I have my green chilies. So yeah, let's try and make this dish. Apparently you're meant to soak this for overnight, which I forgot to do, honestly. So it says as an alternative, you can put it in hot water for like 30 minutes. So let's go do that first. And then while I'm waiting for that, I will start crushing all my other ingredients. Also, by the way, my kitchen is very dark. There's no natural light there. So that's why I'm actually cooking in the living room. I'm going to start peeling potatoes. I'm only making this for me. So like, I don't want to be making too much. I just want to make enough for like a small meal, if that makes sense. So not too much of anything. So fun fact about what I have learned recently in terms of like fasting for these types of festivals is that it basically means that, oh God. Yeah, so fasting in these types of festivals doesn't mean you can't eat anything for 24 hours, because my idea of fasting, I feel like us in the West, it's like when you say you're fasting, it means that you are not eating anything for however long and you can only drink water. But here it means that you just can't eat any grains. So you can still eat like normally, but more so like fruits and vegetables, dairy, you can't eat. Mostly it's like grains, so like rice. and wheat, I guess, things like that. So that's new fact. I learned this in Navratri as well. So we have our aloo and our chili, and now I'm going to ground these peanuts. So I've just put about this much peanuts in. I feel like that will be plenty because I'm only making a small amount. It's just for me. So now we're going to ground it as best I can. And if I do it here, then the camera is shaking. I don't know how people film this stuff. Like, yeah, I think it's enough. Maybe I could crush it more, but I feel like that's decently crushed. It's fine. It's fine. Okay guys, I think it's ready. The texture of this is crazy. It's kind of like, not that I've ever had fish or fish eggs, but it reminds me of how I imagine that would be. The texture is crazy. I kind of love it. Okay, let's get on with making this and hope it turns out right. I'm actually going to add in everything because I had already put them all in the same plate, so I can't really separate them. Okay, I've added the tapioca. Okay guys, here is the finished result. It's definitely sticking together a lot. So I looked up why it's sticking together so much, and it's basically either that I didn't soak them enough or I over soaked them. In this case, I didn't soak them enough, obviously, I guess. So it's kind of like a sticky texture, which, yeah, it's not meant to be a sticky texture, I guess. But I love my okra sticky. I love me a sticky texture, so this won't be a problem for me, but maybe if you're watching, you're like, that is not right. But anyway, for a first time, it was okay, right? Let's taste. I love that. I absolutely love this texture of these pearls. They are so good. And with the warmness of the roasted peanuts and the potato, cumin, chili, I love it. I love it. Whatever about fasting, this is tasty on its own, guys. I love this. One of my favorite dishes ever is khichdi, like just plain khichdi. Love it. It's so good. Okay guys, that was it for my Navratri vlog. The day is coming to an end, but I did all of the kind of things that I wanted to do today on the first day of Navratri, and yeah, just to show you a bit of my first time celebrating and what I wanted to do on this day. And I would love to hear in the comments how you typically celebrate Navratri. I know as well, a lot of people go to like Garba events, Garba dance events and things like that. I did ask on the Pune subreddit on Reddit where to go, and people were saying like if you look on bookmyshow.com, there's different events there, but a lot of them were kind of like Bollywood DJ events and that type of like thing. And I don't know, I was looking for more of like an authentic, like those people in a room doing Garba, do you know? So yeah, if you are in Pune and you happen to know that, I would love to hear if there are any events like that going on. Other than that, the plan just throughout Navratri at some stage is we will go to Mata Mandir in Sarasbog, and yeah, that's kind of like the plan for this Navratri. I just really wanted to partake in it in some form. Even if my partner doesn't really, I really felt like I wanted to because it meant something to me. And yeah, so far I'm really enjoying Navratri. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will maybe love you forever if you subscribe. And yeah, I will see you in my next video.